A garbage disposal?
Yeah, in a sync we call it a garburator here. But I don't actually know anyone that has them, but apparently that's something Canadians do.
Garburator?
Yeah. I know, right?
That sounds like a brand. I think that we're giving too much publicity here for that. But regardless, Trent, despite the garburator
it's
action
not,
that's
though.
going to happen.
That's the thing.
It's not?
No.
What?
Yeah, it's a
Really?
garbage disposal unit.
Okay.
Also known as a waste disposal unit, garbage disposer, or garburator.
Jeez.
Get garbered.
That's crazy. Apparently, I'm messed up. I thought you were saying like Gerber or something too.
The Urban Dictionary says it is generally considered socially awkward behavior to use this term and should be avoided at all costs. That's a dank description. Shout out to whoever wrote that.
Oh, that is sick. I love it. I actually just typed that up right now. That's why I was a little bit slow.
Yeah, I was a little busy there.
I had to get that one done. All right, well, we're taking a look at this game in spite of garburation, and it looks like it's just going to be a trade-off of 2 runes apiece. Should be able to bully back Heliocor. Yeah, can't do anything. Did make him scale up that flame break, though. How sad for DM. I actually don't think it matters that much. We'll see. Trent, what do you think about the drafts? Do you agree with the panel about the sort of weird timings that both of these teams are going to have and OG needing to come out of the lanes on top?
Yeah, 100%. I definitely would much rather have the Hustlers draft. I feel like it just seems more likely to succeed. I think Taiga is going to have to really pop off a bit here. I think that when the coin flip comes up for the Tormentor, he's going to be like crossing his fingers, like, please, God, pick me. I think Shaker as the 4 can work when you get that roll, but when you don't, it just feels so much worse.
That's fair. I will say that just on like a player comfort level, or like play style wise, I like the idea of Taiga playing on a hero like Earthshaker. You know, this guy always, you think back to like the Enigma in his heyday when he was really making the most on it, and just winning his team's game solo carrying. It felt like Earthshaker feels like it fits that archetype, and Chu will manage to get away. A little bit of a blood grenade game thrown out there as Xantic is brought down low also. A lot of low HP heroes to start this one.
Yeah, the bounty support is just gross because of that. He has 8 armor right now. Like, what is that? This guy has 2 sticks, a blood grenade, orb of venom, 8 armor. Like, how is this fair? So abusing that with the help of the tower to barely survive as well. And of course, we all love just watching someone steal gold here too. At Xantic has to be a bit cautious. Bit of a spicy matchup mid.
He is right on the edge right now. And man, apparently BZM heard everybody talking mess against him because he is 8-5 right now. 5 denies is pretty freaking good out of the mid lane. Heliocor pulling the wave. Can't do that much more though.
I heard the panel talking about this matchup of the offlane anti-mage as well. So yeah, definitely looking to see some improvements here and see how much better it goes. Gets with a blink here with the mana burn, and Yuragi loses all of his mana with just 4 swipes.
Now,
but look at the comeback
blink
damage
in for that, and that is going to cost him maybe. No, he gets the blink away. So able to burn the mana, also brings himself very low though.
Yeah, that was a bit risque. And he doesn't have regen, and neither does Spirit Breaker. So the courier is coming out, Tango Salve and Salve. Important couriers versus a bounty hunter that already has Shadow Walk.
Yeah,
Gamers beware.
Be careful. I mean, he's staying pretty close to the tower right now, you can see. Wanting to make sure they don't lose these ones. So yeah, Divine Llama should be able to get that regen brought out to him. And already trying to queue up that Vanguard. So we'll keep our eyes on this, how that one unfolds. So far, Naga Siren up on the top side hasn't been hurt really at all.
No, she's just chilling. They get the push out there. I'm not sure who got the Lotus up top. Oh, looks like back grabbed it. Okay, nicely done. So OG grabbed the top Lotus. The bottom one was snuck out there by Theolocor. I think these Lotuses in the side lanes are so important. I mean, I guess we all know that, but I feel like I'm trying to make a point of keeping an eye on it at 3 minutes because it really does feel like something that can shift these lanes.
Yeah. As the charge comes through and gonna jump now onto Yuragi. Imagine if he had a Lotus right there. Well, it might not matter. Divine Llama in trouble. Stick charge is still at the ready. A bash comes out from Heliocor to keep him at bay. So Divine Llama still understanding the limitations of his hero and pops the salve right in the face of Chu.
And that was the pass over Lotus, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Deliocore handed it to him, and look at that damage.
Yuragi low, dead. First blood, Deliocore takes it. And now, I mean, Davai Lama is dropping somewhat low, but they can't really stand toe-to-toe here. Chu even taking hits from the creeps as he's trying to trade with the AM. Man. All right,
there you go, though.
Working.
I mean, that's the Lotus, right? Like, you pass over to the Animate, he barely survives. They get the turn on the kill. It's just that little bit that you need to get an edge in these lanes. Unfortunately, it still means that he needs another salve, and he's losing gold to the Bounty Hunter, so not the most prosperous Animage here. Is up top, Shad finally getting some pressure on him.
And a solo kill, BZM on Atlantic. We saw the Melt Strike. Didn't think he was going to go down to the side blades, but just gets killed off. So BZM trying to make up for some of these other lanes. The Medusa at least having some issues.
Yeah, he's now going to be coming back at level 4. He'll get 5 off this wave, but still, that's a long time you have to play versus a level 6 TA. And of course, we all have seen this free hit you can get off the deny here. As Taiga gets low, Atlantic forced to use a defensive Aether Remnant there as well. Has the sentry down, but he can't even kill the next trap here from BZM, just holding the space.
I mean, there's stuff going on all 3 lanes. A lot is being decided in the next couple of minutes here, and BZM definitely coming out on top of Atlantic. Do you think that any of these supports can afford to rotate on the side of D1 Hustlers to help him?
That's a fair question. I mean, Hakoda's playing the 5 Mirana, not typically the best at those rotations. Let's see if a good setup, which maybe you can get, but not particularly, right? And Earthshaker, much more formidable with that, especially with the bat in the off lane. Taiga loves having this space to roam. That's always been very important for him, whether it be the Enigma or the Shaker like this. So getting here to punch and bully a little bit as they get a side blade onto that courier. Ouch.
Davai Lama tries to get away from Chu and sort of seeing that can't really do much there. He's only got 15 and 5 last hits in spite of that earlier kill. And now, who gets it? Oh, Chu able to pick it up in time. Dude, there's always that like fear where you click on it and it like doesn't actually go to you. I don't know what happens with that thing, but I feel like it always happens to me.
Yeah, you need to not mash it. You gotta like click once and you gotta wait a second or whatever. It's not fun.
Difficult for me.
Rune's ganked by supports. Taiga has to pick it up so that Theodore doesn't get it on the Spirit Breaker. Can't hold it for his mid. Oh, blocked off. No charge.
Nice connection, and going to be the kill given over to the Bounty Hunter. And now they're getting set up to bring numbers for this, to come and invade.
7 minutes, baby. Get it.
Are D1 Hustlers going to bring anything to stop this?
No. This is just gone.
Wow.
I mean, he's going to try, but I mean, they have 2 stuns. He's got mangoes on Chu.
Oh my god, they're TPing in. They're bringing the Void Spirit. They have to get this. If they don't manage to, the stun is there, and the Taiga picks up the Wisdom Rune. They're going to lose both supports, but that is both Wisdom Runes picked up.
I mean, honestly, losing 2? I don't know. Is that worth? Forcing the rotation. I mean, Mirana's picking up the slack mid. She gets a little bit of the spare XP. It's not too bad. Getting a double kill for it as well.
Right.
It is a lot of XP, though, obviously. Because it's a total of 560 since it goes to 2 people. I didn't check the XP on the kills, but... Oh, Arrow's missing there mid.
I mean, definitely better than just getting both Wisdom Runes taken, at least for D1 Hustlers. Being able to find those kills important. And I guess we'll have to see if, you know, the levels come in time for the rest of D1 Hustlers, if that ends up being worth it or not. But you definitely feel happy about getting levels on a bounty.
Yeah, you can see Theolokar there having a fun time. Just walking up to Yuragi in the jungle, giving him a bash and a little hit there, but doesn't stop Yuragi from farming. Has the Trez as the Band of Elven Skin and is stacking up the camps themselves, so Medusa is on her way to doing Deuce of things, but checking back in on our Naga Siren, she's found a fight here.
Oh, and Deliocore made the long charge come in. There's the help. Taiga doesn't have another enchant totem for a couple of seconds. They managed to get the refraction off, and now the lasso. Everybody on OG super low. BZM is going to get killed off. The Fissure came back up a second too late. So OG bring numbers to help, but when Hustlers, they were there first.
DM still too tanky, though, even with like multiple heroes nearby. Not easy for them to deal with a Bat Rider with a Vanguard right now. So at least he'll stay up. But yeah, losing BZM does hurt. Obviously, you're looking to play an earlier timing right now for OG. And Templar Assassin, she's one of those heroes that everyone always knows you don't want to lose. She's going to have a bad time.
See that, Trent?
A Tiger's double stack.
Oh.
The Shaker double. That's pretty good. You need that on Shaker, right?
Wow. I like that. I hadn't seen that one before.
Divide Llama is coming up here with this charge. Not an easy kill. Yeah, they back it off. Does have vision, as correctly spotted out there. Unfortunately, it is disappearing here soon.
Right.
So if he comes too late with a sentry, he's going to be very disappointed to find out. But Divide Llama, dust there onto Chew. Easy arrow.
Brings in one DM. And they have a charge on him now, too. Taiga throws out the fissure. That's just going to be the extent of it.
And BZM's getting to work on those stacks, though. Put himself top of the net worth board right now. Do they have stacks on the other ancients? They do, yeah. All right. And this is something that Templar Assassin benefited a lot from through the stacks, or through the patches, right? 5 stacks here from the Earthshaker. Earthshaker's getting more of these stacks than they used to. You can see it, they're scouting out using the arrow there, being like, oh, damn, there's still a lot of creeps, even though I just killed one up there with that arrow.
Ooh.
The other core blocked up, but there is a charge. In fact, Taiga might be dead here.
They're bringing DM over.
Oh, Azantic. Yeah, he gets pushed back by BZM, so.
Flame break, connection, Taiga, another fissure, and the core just going to drop the lasso on him. Nice. So they do manage to get that kill.
Yeah, I envisioned like arrow coming in plus then the rotation from Azantic, but instead he gets bullied by BZM, and then you get the fly in from DM, so. Helping out their Shaker here and keeping his ball rolling. These days, you definitely want to try and get towards the Blink Dagger if possible in the Shaker. We had a long time where it felt like Shard was way more viable because if you went Blink, you basically had to sit on a lane by yourself from like 13 to like 15 or later minutes. Or, well, more like, 17 minutes, let's be real. So now you can still do that and get a Shard, you know? God, feels a lot better to get the Tormentor. Yeah, he is up there.
Oh my god, Akota. I mean, he did a good job blocking out the hard camp and the ancients, it looks like. He got a block with the sentry there, but doesn't end up giving up his life for it. So you talk about this sort of Shaker, obviously wanting to get to the Blink Dagger, the importance of it in this game. That sort of segues into the fact that OG needed to come out of the lanes ahead. It's a 2K gold lead. How good is this for them? Is this basically just like what needed to happen for there to be Dota played and not just a stomp? Yeah,
I would say so. Ideally, your TA is even a little bit more ahead, right? Like, I think she's... Oh,
tries to get him. Okay, that's not going to happen. Surely.
That's a lot of damage. There's a Fisher in 3. Yeah, I think he's dead.
Tracked.
Oh!
Fisher. So close. Wow.
Damn, that did way less damage than I expected. It's almost like he has 45% magic resistance or something right now. Weird.
That's fair. Very strange. Okay, well, BZM took the mid tower, and now 3K gold lead. They're starting to build up a bit of a snowball, it feels like, here on OG.
Dude,
forcing a lot of rotations bottom.
I was like doing the math. I was like, how is he surviving? But it's the occult bracelet with the 10% magic resistance. Jeez, my brain was melting. I was like trying to figure it out by his levels. That'll do it. How about this time, though?
Not so much. Not really. Wow. Just walked out and echoed him. That is a big kill.
When you get echo kills as Shaker, no blink, that's a good feeling. That's how you know you're going to have yourself a good game. And again, more stacks. Oh, and a Tumbler Sword? My goodness.
No, he said he didn't even have that.
Oh, I see.
He's chilling. So 4K now at 13 minutes. BZM just keeps farming these stacks that have been built up. As up top, the Illucore thought about the ulti there onto Chew, who is kind of lacking mana right now on this bounty.
And they're going to try to start something with the Battle Mage here.
The Illucore dropping. It's DM that goes down first. And they go for any more. Divide Llama blinked in. 4 seconds is just going to get dropped. So the anti-mage not really doing what they need him to right now. Slow down, not quite going to be able to fully control the Illucore yet, but as he tries to charge away.
Oh, he
Taiga with the fissure, back up, connects, and a double for Chu, both track kills.
Taiga's making this look way too good. You know, it's, I think part of why it's working so well is the fact that they have this offlane anti-mage, funnily enough.
Right.
Like, you keep seeing Taiga ping him right away the second that he blinks in, because he's just like, all right, focus this guy. Because, like, they feel forced to fight and battle with this anti-mage that they have, because, like, what else is he going to do, right? He can't farm right now. There's a Naga Siren on his team. He's supposed to force fights, but they're never really getting these fights where the Void Spirit's also there and in sync and like, battling together. So, his anti-mage is just being left out on an island, and Taiga is, like, they just have fights that are in their favor. Like, Shaker's not really the best at fighting before Blink, you know? Unless you have, like, Fissure into easy setup, but I think because they're relatively disorganized and kind of weak right now on the side of Hustlers, Taiga's really taking a big advantage of it. He's also a little more farmed than you might expect just because of the stacks. Again, like, it definitely adds up with how much his teammates are clearing them.
Well, clearing those out and building up the Earthshaker to be a very strong hero feels like the correct way to play this one. As DM tried to turn it, get some damage on a Deal Core, might actually burn down from that, but not going to be able to in time. Yeah, that kill right there feels pretty nice on the Batrider, but it also speaks to what like has to happen for D1 Hustlers to stay in this. And I think it's a shocking statement that you say that anti-mage offlane has difficulty fighting. I can't believe it.
What can I say? You know, it's times have changed in the past week and a half, it would seem. I mean, you know, you pick it for the Medusa. He has not seen the Medusa in several minutes. We've seen Medusa. They have not. She's just been farming through the camps. She's doing quite well. She's not the same level as the Naga Siren, but you wouldn't really expect her to be at this point. But she has the Manta. She's ready to go and fight. They committed 4 heroes to kill a bounty hunt, or sorry, to kill a Batrider, and meanwhile, they're just gaining a gold lead on the side of OG. They're going to be ready to head to that Roche soon, get the Tormentor, and really, like, the butterfly timing is just when they just put the foot on the gas and go.
Yeah. Well, and you talked about the sort of stacks. I think that's something we could look at is, like, how many stacks have actually been done in this game, the amount of gold that's given Taiga and XP as Chu is going to get brought down. Again, the combination feels very strong when they can link together that Void Spirit, Spirit Breaker, or the AM. But it's kind of been like pick off central after these towers have gone down. We'll see if D1 Hustlers try and keep this gank train moving.
Yeah, Xantic really needs to flex with this Echo Saber. And that's very hard to do because he's, you know, if you get in a bit too deep, there's Lasso, there's Fissure. It just takes a moment. And plus, you're being tracked the whole time. And they don't really have a way to deal with this track at all. I mean, obviously, the Naga Siren can dispel, but everybody else is just going to be stuck with it.
And he is going that Crimson Guard build they're talking about. You know, it's gonna be interesting to watch. Chu starting to rotate top now to join up with the rest of his team. DM with that Octarine core already done. Who are they gonna run into? Crack, the Elio core finds him. Earthshaker, Blink Dagger, it's being flown out right now. This would be a huge window for them, taking this fight right as it's delivered. Arrow goes out, connects now onto the bounty. Not a ton of vision in this area for the D1 Hustlers. Devi found. Fissure, Lasso, connection. And that is a kill. Devi Llama goes down.
Man, he's already pretty poor. The bounty is going to surpass him soon. Chu is so rich.
Yeah, that's a huge problem. Oh my god, they're looking for more. The Fissure, it connects. The stun. Coda tries to back away. Taiga walks into vision for a moment. They might realize he has that blink up now, but thankfully for D1 Hustlers, they're cutting these waves with Naga Illusions.
I know. Shad's going to have to try and set up some nutty plays when he eventually gets involved in this game. He's done a great job clutching things out on the Faceless Void. Kind of a similar situation. Obviously, a little bit easier on Void to set up for the big team fights as a carry player, but Naga, you can get the same thing going if you get a really clutch song, be it as an initiation or as a bit of a break up there. So like combo break what your opponents are doing. And it is a lot of combo plays we're looking for. Like maybe the Echo comes out and then the song's there. That could be something for them as they're going to find Theodolor again.
He walked right over that ward. They were smoked and revealed himself and just immediately dead. So these track kills building up more of that lead before Naga comes online. It does sort of speak to, okay, are they going to have like the sort of ability to deal with this Medusa when the butterflies here, and it's getting close. And now just right into Roche. They got Deso on TA. Why not?
Yeah, this is just going by the formula, right? They take the Roche, they'll have the Aegis, they'll get the Tormentor, they'll push the tier 2s. They could even poke and prod the tier 3s a little bit, but they really don't need to. There is a wave coming mid. I would like to see this saved here from DM. There's really no reason to give this up. Like, you're in such control. Like, I don't even like giving away a tier 1 for free, but he's going to be too late. So, good play there by the Hustlers to at least get something. But they're in trouble.
Well, I have found the solution, Trent, and so too have D1 Hustlers. Double Philly Stone, baby. Let's go. They got so much GPM.
It's a whole new world.
Only solution.
They got Heart. They got Crimson Guard. They got Heart of Taras. They don't have the Heart of Roche, though. That's with BZM right now.
It also, it's like so sad. Crimson Guard with like 50 strength.
Yeah, it's all those offlaners flexing, you know. Oh, buy a Crimson Guard. It's like, we have Crimson Guard at home. It's just this guy. Yeah.
He's got 1.6 strength gain on AM. It's so garbage.
This guy needs a protein shake, you know?
Exactly. Oh, there it is. The pupil's gift. That just helped him.
That's pretty sick, actually. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's huge. Those are gains.
Oh, jeez. All right, 20-minute mark. And tier 1 tower is still the only thing taken both top and mid. As OG, Chu is going to go scout. Might find a little tasty treat. Oh, no. Hakoda runs into him.
Oh, my God. Dude, he almost zagged right back into it.
But Shad. Ooh.
They want to force a song here.
Echo dropped. Lasso on the illusion. No, DM, that's not what you're supposed to do.
What?
Oh, a little bit of a bait there. Helio Core turned upon. Going to try and charge out of it. Silence onto Shad, and now the Enchant Totem, still no song used. They're waiting this one out. Try and turn it. Tiger Guns up falling. Now DM also going to go down, but Yuragi living through it. Already used the Mana Void. Yuragi Chu, chase forward. It's Antic. Drops low. Silence dead. Helio Core turned upon for another round after the buyback. They have to back away, but I don't know if they can really do that much. This shard getting so much value for the TA. Shad turns now onto the bounty, and Chu, he stepped too far. Ends up dying. Charge on. Oh, misclick. Probably meant to go on the TA there.
Oh, man, the shard is just so sick. Honestly, the best thing that happened to TA was taking the shard away from Roche, because now they just buy it earlier, and they're like, oh, this is actually really broken. Maybe I should have been buying this myself anyway, not waiting for second Roche.
Yeah,
like, they're basically just doubling down on the fact they have weak Dispels right now, right? Like, this Anti-Mage, Dispel, it's going to be a while. He's got a Crimson Guard first. He doesn't have a Manta. Anybody else? I mean, the Lotus pickup from the Mirana is massive. They desperately need that. Because even the Void Spirit, right? Trying to get in there, like, he is by a halberd. Yeah. He's trying to protect them from the Medusa. They're in Strug City versus this silence.
And it's not feeling like the answers are coming quick enough. Although that halberd done, like you talked about on the Void Spirit, it's going to be helpful. AM working on his too. That is one of the big answers. But they needed it against both TA and Medusa. And this Aegis in hand, well, even when you lasso yourself, it's still going to be enough to get the kill.
And the rest of the team just runs away. I wonder, like, Shad gets into Scotty. What then? Like, can they fight then? I guess so. If he is Scotty and Xantic gets a decent jump into the fight, we get rolling halberds on the TA or the Medusa. Right. There's still so much to contend with, though, because I'm looking at, like, Stone Gaze playing in these fights, and then I'm thinking about these TA traps still going to be a big issue for a lot of these people, all while there's a lurking Earthshaker being gifted vision from a bounty hunter. Everything just stacks up so nicely for OG at the moment.
And I don't really know what Divine Llama does in these fights, you know? Like, he's bringing to the table Crimson Guard on one of the heroes that's, like, literally one of the worst items that you can get. One of the worst iterations of Crimson Guard you can get. There's very few heroes that have lower strength gain than that. But it is a Crimson Guard. You know, it's going to block some damage. Jump forward, blows up Hakoda.
Seemed excessive.
No answer.
Really wanted that kill.
Oh, yeah. Really wants to stay in Div 1. I got bringing him down there. And after the Tier 2 tower taken, trying to close out this map.
Nullifier, the next consideration as well for Uragi. Just keeping it rolling.
Yeah.
And try and reduce a lot of these defensive choices. You know, talk about that Crimson Guard. See you later.
Bro.
Don't have to worry about that.
And for the side of T1 Hustlers, it feels like they need some sick charges. They need really good arrows. And they will find Chu here, but Track run away.
So fast.
Very swift, and Taiga there for the cover. They wanted to get a pick off there real bad.
They're going to try and get a third halberd on Theolacor. You know, I mean, it is TAA
yeah.
Medusa. I mean, honestly, yes. Like, what else is he going to buy? He's not going to Shadow Blade this game. That's not going to happen. So, it's kind of the only solid one they have. Hakoda trying to get towards a gem, because the vision game has certainly been a problem between the TA traps and just some solid warding coming out thanks to the invisible movements of Chu.
Yeah.
Times have been a bit tough for them.
I mean, I think that the D1 Hustlers lineup definitely sort of excels in chaos. And, you know, this Naga Siren can do a lot of damage when left unchecked, and weird things are happening. So if they can make that chaos happen, maybe there's a chance. But OG, they look very well set up to try and close this game out if they can just keep their wits about it.
I wish they had just done the Tormentor instead of making Taiga buy the shard. I mean, I feel like you at least do the Tormentor first, you know?
Fair.
Because, like,
Maybe.
yeah, I mean, in a sense, sure, you just need Blink and Shard on a Shaker, and you're kind of happy. But Shaker also does benefit from, you know, Arcanes or an additional mobility item, maybe like a Force Staff.
Right.
Or his own Lotus Orb could be kind of cool this game. I don't know. Seems sad.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. And now it's Bounty Hunter that gets it. I mean, no matter anyways, but... So, I one other thing I want to mention is I'm looking at this graph right now that we have, and it is just a solid peak straight up for gold and experience. But when you look at win probability, it is staying shockingly equal. It's at 62% right now. This is sort of an interesting phenomenon. It makes me think if OG do mess up one time, that could swing back the other way super hard.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's that low. I mean, I agree the chances are still pretty decent considering for the Hustlers, simply because, like, yeah, they have Animage versus Medusa as they're getting a jump onto Hakoda up top. You can see that one of the problems is they spend a lot at this point just trying to get any kill.
Nice gem pass over. Hakoda gonna die, but pass it to Xantic first.
Yeah, that was sick.
Taiga survives.
But yeah, they had a hard time forcing anything with the last Aegis. I mean, they got the tier 2, so I guess that's fine. It should be the next one, though, where if they don't lose anything big across the map, where Hustlers, they haven't really been able to make anything happen with the Spirit Breaker, they're not able to, like, lock anybody down, go for some big blow-up play. If they get that Aegis and approach the high ground, you imagine it's going to be pretty tough for them to be dealt with here. It is going to be 2 minutes, though. It's a longer spawn, as they are lurking near the Dire Ancients.
Gotta be real careful here for OG. It could definitely fall apart in a moment, and is this the moment they want to fight? They have the Scotty done on Shad, but the lasso, they find the vision, the shard from Earthshaker, doing so much for that control. It is completely disrupting the fight. BCM blinks aggressively, blows up at Xantic. That's Gem on the ground. They got to get the hell out of here. Taiga hunting, the silence is there, on to Shad, they find him with the fissure, gonna have the enchant totem afterwards, misses on the stun, but Shad turned upon, Echo connects, Taiga right on top of that Naga Siren, and death is there. Tavai Lama can't find a target to jump on. Huge win for OG.
He just couldn't get into that one. Poor Xantic dies. The projectile's mid-air as he halberds the TA. It's just a little bit too late there. And obviously, again, yeah, Taiga with the great initiation there into the lasso. No real chance for him to get anything off in that fight. Now the Force is trying to keep the split pushed up here with Tavai Lama. No plays there from the AM.
They just didn't get to do anything walking up that. I mean, look at this replay here. The fissure completely disrupted everything.
It really did. The charge into the lasso, like Spirit Breaker initiation, gone. Their other big disruptor of the Void Spirit eliminated. And then the song is used as he dies, and they even lose their gem. Like, it was just a complete disaster on all fronts.
Man, really, really tough stuff coming out from them. And yeah, for D1 Hustlers, you know, it sort of speaks to the problem. It's just sort of a straight-on fight, and you have to walk through a sort of funnel going to high ground. Even going low ground, they were right into the Stone Gaze too. But Smoke up, they want to make something happen. Stone Gaze is back up, no Echo for 30.
And they even lost their Wisdom Rune there as well. It was scooped up there by OG. As the cheese will also fall to them.
Medusa? All alone? Away from the rest of the team? They gotta get this kill if they want any hope at all. Gone! Dead for 70 seconds. Divine Llama is the one that's lassoed, but OG, for no reason, Yuragi just in mid. Are they gonna end up losing Roche off of this? The D1 Hustlers
Chu tracks himself.
Looking for more, and yeah, now they're getting track hold for themselves if they get this kill. But look at that. The fissure, the turn, the damage, they're all lined up. BZM finds one, doesn't get another. The root, the disarm, long duration on this TA just can't hit on anybody, but the Echo is there, and the second halberd. She is not doing any damage right now. Xantic gonna get caught. He's the one that's gonna be left behind as they try and chase. Long range hit for the connection, and now Shad, he's the one that's caught out to TP away with the song, and now the lasso for the kill. What a wild series of feelings I'm having after that fight. What the hell?
I like the fact that Hustlers just went crazy after they killed Medusa. I think that's your only hope. Like, they know they're in a terrible spot this game. They have to hope there's some more mistakes made. They kind of get it with the Chu track into an additional catch, and they get DM, but as you chase, you're into the Radiant Tier 2, buyback on DM. Great Fisher there from Taiga. Imagine if he had the blink up when he got that insane Fisher on like 4 of them too. Thankfully, it was on cooldown, but then after he gets that long range cancel versus the Naga song, not many heroes that can do it. I guess it is only 1200 radius to be fair at this point, but well done there from Taiga. Helps him secure what should have been a free escape from Xantic. Now a BKB there from Chu.
Wow. Big. Yeah, I mean, obviously so tough to know in the midst of the fight like that what the right play is, but I wonder if they could have got Roche or something. Probably not with the buybacks that could have come, but regardless, it is going to be OG picking up the Roche. We saw how much damage BZM had done in the course of this game. I think it was like 28,000. It's almost more than the entire team of D1 Hustlers right now. He is just completely taken over this game, enabled by those stacks early. And I mean, they're strong. They're really, really strong.
I mean, Taiga's the second highest damage too. He is crushing on this Earthshaker this game. Very impressive performance on a hero that I think is hard to make shine right now out of the support role. I feel like the cores have been a little bit more popular, at least in terms of like high tier pubs. But I mean, he really picked a good game for it. I feel like it's a hero that can really easily flounder. But again, the inability to really fight from Hustlers because the anime just doesn't slot in, right? Like he's here to fight the Medusa, but in order for them to beat OG, they had to combat them without the Medusa. They were fighting without Medusa for a long time, and so the anime is just a liability.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, that is definitely what it's been feeling like the last couple of minutes is a liability, some more value now. With that Heaven's Halberd completed, obviously, we see just right now how good that can be against the TA. Does manage to get the blink back, but long duration. The problem is there's 2 heroes they need, and, well, I mean, just a paperweight at this point.
All right, what are we doing?
Llama gets destroyed. They buy back. Are they really trying to go for this? The BKB out from Chu, the back away, Echo down, connection, total destruction. As OG are just walking high ground, there is nothing left here at all for D1 Hustlers. Chad chased, caught, going to be dropping soon. The fissure is there. BKBs are out. Taiga tries to back away. Divine Llama, they're right on top of this Medusa, who is disarmed, but There is just no follow-up damage. Taiga even gonna pop the Lotus, backs away. I think that one was passed over by a friend. 30,000 gold lead. They set their sights onto Xantic. That Void Spirit's gone, and this is gonna be GG. Game 1. This series going their way.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to accuse the old Dota Plus of a bit of fake hype there, a little caster in the AI, it would seem, because I don't know. This one was a long, long road in favor of OG, and they finally slapped.